That's a nice long question here. She's here it is. I love the idea of self-medication and choice for my 15-year-old indoor cat. What is the best place to start to support him? He was happy to eat a homemade raw food diet for many years, but stopped because he was having issues with vomiting. It took a long time to unravel chronic digestive issues, hairballs, past life trauma, but we've made a lot of progress. Now I view his refusal to eat certain things as not meeting his nutritional needs. Should I start offering herbs and hydrosols? Okay, this is, I can, look, Naomi's practically drooling. She's like, yes, yes, yes. I know. But hang on, I just want to say something first. That a great place to start is with the Aromatic Cat book, okay, which is one of my books. And you can, it's really helpful for what and how to self-select, and it gives some backgroundy stuff as well, as far as creating a healthy environment. But this is quite a common and quite an easy question to answer, even though it sounds quite complicated. And I'm going to turn it over to Naomi.
No, you start the easy part. I'll go for the complicated.
Okay, so I'll do it first. That way, then I don't have to. Let me see. I love the idea of self-medication. So let's start with the digestive issues, because that digestion is key to everything, really. Healthy digestion, and the oils and everything can support around that, but getting that digestion right is really super important. And the first thing that we have to do is understand that each animal is an individual and has different digestive needs. There is no way to make a cookie cutter diet for, especially, well, for any animal, really. Like with raw and throwing up with raw, you probably need to cook it. Just need to make it easier to digest, especially for an older cat. So understanding exactly which protein is good, which temperatures are good, all of those things is really key. We have ways of doing that in the APA system. One of them is in the APA certificate, sort of the foundation of the course. We teach you how to use a pendulum to dowse for which nutrition, which protein source, whether it's raw or cooked or whatever, is going to be good for an animal, and it's really individual. And then as we go deeper into the process, we take in the Chinese perspective. Naomi's going to talk from now, I think.
Okay. So at this point, first of all, I take a few of what I call symptoms, okay? So we have the age, 15 years old, indoor cat, okay? Then we have vomiting issues and we have raw diet. And herbal history, past life trauma, or even beginning of life trauma, maybe. And the house, okay? Because nothing is disconnected. This cat is living with you, and you wrote in the beginning a bit about your, let's say, medical issues. So it's all connected together. Nothing is, separated. That's first. Second, when I think of digestive system, I always think of organs that are connected, and now I'm talking Chinese medicine, organs that are connected to the concept of digestion in the body. So for me, it could be the spleen, the liver, the kidneys. So that's on a Chinese perspective, but also I would look into it, for instance, with a blood test to see how are the kidneys working, because sometimes vomiting has to do with malfunction of the kidneys, and it has nothing to do with the digestive system. And when the nutrition isn't correct for the age and for what the cat is feeling, then physically, then we get all kinds of imbalances that can cause also a lot of pressure on the kidneys, on the liver, Then another aspect would be the hormonal system, or what we call metabolism. And there we can get the pancreas working, we get the liver again, we get the thyroid. So all these organs are also part of the digestive system. Now, if your cat is feeling more stressful these days due to what you're going through, due to what he's going through, then this can tilt the hormonal system and get all kinds of imbalances, which part of them can be vomiting. So there's a lot of information we have to look into to understand what is really going on with him. And from there, we can start building a treatment plan. But it's good that herbs and flower remedies help. But I would really look into the nutrition, because nutrition is actually the base of everything. Okay, it's not for no reason. There's this sentence saying you are what you eat. So nutrition is the base. And if the nutrition isn't correct, then you have all kinds of other symptoms that are going to start showing up. Sometimes it would be with over drinking. It could be, of course, with vomiting. It could be with tiredness. Sometimes it would seem like depression. We have all kinds of symptoms that can appear because the nutrition isn't balanced. And at this age, it's really important to balance nutrition. Another thing is to look into his mouth area to see there's no problem with the teeth, the gums. Ulcers sometimes can appear, and that can also bother the digestive system, because again, the mouth is part of the digestive system. So it's a lot of information to look into, because sometimes when we ask a question, it seems like it's just this one little thing, but it's not really.
Yeah, and just to say, if you want to have a full consultation with Naomi, you can do that online to do all of that stuff and look at the nutrition and look at the whole thing. The other thing I said, so having said all that, now, if you want to offer some essential oils and hydrosols, absolutely you can do that as well. And one of the things that can help you to point you in a direction of understanding is by their selections, you can understand a little bit more about what imbalance is going on. So for instance, if they're choosing very cooling remedies, then that's what they want to do. Choosing warming remedies or digestive or metabolism or whatever, by understanding the remedies and what the remedies can do, which you like your aromatic cat book, and see what they're doing, you can understand how best to help as the nutrition gets sorted. So hydrosols are a great way to do that, because you can put them down in bowls and let them go backwards and forwards. If you don't have a particular hydrosol, you just dilute up the essential oil really well and offer it, and they will tell you. It's a conversation you're having. We're back to the conversation, which is what it's all about for us. It's that conversation, and the offering particularly the volatile aromatics, the hydrosols and the essential oils, is a really good way for you to give choice, which is also really important for an indoor cat, that he has more of the access to the nature stuff. That's really helpful. And you know what you can do for an indoor cat too is to put plants in pots and stuff. So lemongrass. Lemongrass is a really good one for digestive issues. That all the animals grass. Some geranium. So you can start to give him the opportunity to really self-select from live plants, and that's got that whole energetic thing of interacting with the world, with nature as well. So that's a few ways. Sounds like you're doing a fantastic job supporting him there, and that's, I don't know, I think that's pretty much covered the basics. Yeah, Kirsty's popped in the chat here, the consultation place, if you want to talk more with Naomi. If you prefer to work with somebody closer to home, in person or whatever, we have a practitioner list of people who have trained with myself and Naomi, qualified. And I'm sure that Kirsty will be popping that in the chat for you any minute as well. Okay. So good. Thanks for that question. And new message from Kirsty. Okay.